what's that one beauty standard in the modeling industry that everyone silently follows but nobody openly admits exists?
I think getting work done.
Okay.
I think everyone I know gets work done and nobody really wants to talk about it.
What kind of work are you talking about?
Like a little zhuzh here and there, which is fine. I think there's nothing
Fine, if you
wrong.
want to be okay, like, you know, with yourself.
Yeah, also the way camera captures you is very different than what the eye sees, right? So I feel like if somebody does feel comfortable getting something done, if they feel like it suits them or looks better on camera, I think there's nothing wrong with it, honestly.
Not at all. Perfect. Understandable. So, Aqsa, you have done countless campaigns over the span of years, right? Be it fashion campaigns and ad campaigns, whatever. You have done it all, right? So, do you think at this point, fashion, the concept, the silhouettes, the craftsmanship, it feels monotonous?
100%, I think you're right. But I do think that there are still brands that exist that are kind of trying to break that up. Like, I feel like there's so many brands who kind of just copy other brands and they kind of...
Did you ever call somebody out on that?
Not really, honestly, no.
Because that's not your job, bro.
That's also
that's
not
mine.
Yeah, you do that. I'm going to stick to what I do. Also, I need to be able to work with everyone.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know what I mean? I can't really offend
understand.
people. But I do think that there are a lot of brands that are more of a business. You know, they're not really about creating something new or they're not really artists.
Breaking boundaries. They're just about making money at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a business for them. So I feel like people who are, you know, creating something just to make money out of it, they don't really care what they're producing as long as they're making money. Right? So they don't care about copying other brands or creating whatever as long as they're making a buck. But then there are brands who have their own identity and who have been doing this for so long and they're always trying to create something new. And yeah.
And Aqsa, if we look in the fashion industry now, we all are always endorsing inclusivity, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when we need to choose a model, हमें वही typical model चाहिए जो कि लंबी भी हो, जो कि गोरी भी हो, जो कि पतली भी हो और वो हमारे जोड़े पे अच्छी लगे. What do you have to say about it?
So I don't agree with that. I think that there are brands that produce for the masses.
Yeah.
And that produce for, you know, the market that wants the gori, lambi, patli ladki. Unko dekhne hai kapde gori ladki pe, right? And they think that sells more.
Yeah.
And they buy that more.
And
but
is it true?
For certain brands and for the masses in general, that is true. I do agree with that. But I do think that we need to give our fashion industry more credit because there are brands that are, you know, inclusive. Like there are brands like Generation and Khadi who make plus size clothing for plus size people and have plus size models, right? Yes. And they by the way, there are brands that don't hire me because I am fair skinned.
Yeah.
Because their brands are more ethnic. And they hire more tan-skinned girls, and I think that's great. I think there's work for everyone. I think everyone is welcome in our industry, whether you're, you know, plus size model or you're fair or you're tan, and I think that's so great. But why don't we see them?
Why don't we see plus size models itni zyada?
Because I feel like we're still new to it. I think, but
we're adapting onto
things. But I do think that we have taken that step forward, which is so necessary.
The other day, I was talking to somebody, and they were like that Pakistan in everything, be it trans, be it fashion industry, be it anything, we are 5 years behind. What do you think about this?
I do think that, I don't know about 5, but I do think that we are like a couple of years, like a year or two behind, maybe, like not more than that, because I do think that social media and just having that the access to the internet just covers the gap.
Yeah, you're
and we are slowly getting there. So I do want to give us credit for making it so far.
I love this girl, guys.
For making it so far and doing the things that we do for brands that are like making it a point to be inclusive and to include everyone. I think it's so great. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
So, why does the industry celebrate maturity in male models? Like, we are okay with it, right? But the moment a woman starts looking older, people want to replace her there and then. And we want a new, fresh face. We want another, you know, girl who's looking perfect. Like, replacement is there. There's always another option.
Because youth sells. And that's like not only in Pakistan.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
All around the world, youth sells, right? Because we're constantly making products to look younger, doing procedures to look younger, right? Doing whatever we can to like look 10 years
Yeah.
younger, 20 years younger. Like that's what it is, right? And
And do
honestly,
you support that all?
so I support taking care of your health
Yeah.
and doing what's best for you and your body and your
Perfect.
skin.
Understand.
And taking care of it, eating healthy, drinking more water, doing a lot of skincare.
And you do that for
I
yourself?
do,
You
I
drink a lot
do.
of water?
I-
Is that the reason behind your beautiful skin and the way you are blushing right now?
No, no. I do drink water, but more than that, I do like a lot of skincare. I love skincare.
Acha?
Yeah, I'm
Tell me your favorite product.
So right now, I do want to tell you about a product actually. So there are these eye patches that I use by the Beauty of Joseon.
Oh yeah.
And they're so good for your under eyes, or like darkness under the eyes, because you know we don't
Oh.
sleep much.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have early call times, and I just like pop those on early in the morning before going to work.
And they're hydrated.
They hydrate, they depuff, and they also lighten the under eye.
my
so people who
God.
have darker under eyes.
Yeah, I do.
Not really. You have great skin, by the way. I was just like, the first thing I do is I look at people's skin. I'm
Thank you
like,
so
yeah,
much. Oh my God,
you're doing
thank
it
you.
right.
So, despite of how beautiful you are,
you're so
people sometimes can be very harsh towards you, especially in this industry.
Absolutely.
So what's the harshest thing anybody has said ever to you?
I think when I started way back, I
Which
had
was when?
2018, I'd say 2018,
That's when you
2019.
started.
That's when I actually started. And like honestly, I've been really lucky. Alhamdulillah, God has been so kind, and I've
Alhamdulillah.
gotten to work with some of the best people, some of the best brands.
Yeah.
And I've honestly not really struggled so much to get good work. Alhamdulillah, I've just been really lucky. But there has been like an experience that I cannot forget. Obviously, I cannot name the person.
Do not name it, just tell us the
Or the
experience.
brand even, and I work with that brand a lot now actually,
Yeah.
but this was this person working for this brand, and she just kind of like I
So it
showed
was
up,
a she.
yeah, and I
she.
showed up at the shoot, and I was already really nervous. It was one of my first shoots. It was my first shoot for that brand, and it's a very famous, very
It was the beginning of your career and it was your first shoot
and
with
it
that
was like a
brand.
very famous brand, and I was just like very nervous as it is. And this person who worked for this brand kind of just like held my face and was like taking pictures of it, and she was
What
like
the
sending it
heck?
to the brand owner. She's like, "This is how she looks, so like I don't know if you should be like shooting with her." And I was just, she's doing it right there in front of me. So yeah, like I'm not gonna get into the details of it,
Oh my
but it
God.
can be really harsh.
Were you okay with it? Did you not
I was
smack her
so
there and then?
young. I was so young, so I did not smack her. I think I don't think it would happen to me now.
If it happens to you now, would you smack that lady?
I wouldn't smack her, but I think I'd just be like, that's not okay, and walk out. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even entertain that conversation. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take part. Like I'd just leave. I just know that this is not my space.
And you didn't call her out back then?
No, I was like a kid.
Yeah,
I was
I
like a baby.
understand.
I was so new. I was so nervous, and I think that if that happened to me now, even like the way things are now, and what we're exposed to, I think even the younger me now would have reacted in a more self-respectful way, because I feel like I just kind of like went into shock, and I was like, oh my god, ye bhi
You do not
hota
know
hai.
what's happening. Exactly. आपको पता ही नहीं ना होता हो क्या रहा है भाई
I felt so disrespected, honestly, more than anything else, but it's okay, I'm over it.
Oh my god. I'm so
And that
glad you have
brand
come
works
so
with me a
far.
lot now, by the way, and she's not on their team anymore. So
I'm glad.
it's okay.
Wherever you are.
I think if she sees this, she's gonna know.
Yeah. We are living in an era of filters,
Yeah.
AI retouching, and perfect Instagram faces. Has social media made the beauty standards of the fashion industry even more unrealistic than they already were?
Yeah, 100%, absolutely.
How?
I just think that kind of just puts. So when you see these perfect images on your social media, brands obviously are influenced by these images,
Yeah.
right? People who work for these brands are influenced by these images, and they come to shoots and they have these references,
And they want
show
you to
it.
look exactly similar to them.
They show these makeup references or hair references, or even like the shoot itself. It's, you cannot possibly recreate that. That's fake,
Yeah.
right? It's not real. So I think even they don't realize it, what they're
Asking
doing,
and demanding for?
asking
Yeah.
and demanding for, because that's not real.
That's not
It can't
possible.
happen, and everyone looks different.
So how do you handle that situation?
Honestly, now we're all just kind of used to it, and we kind of just like
okay,
मेकअप
we are
आर्टिस्ट
gonna-
भी कहते हैं हाँ ठीक है कर लेंगे, वो हम भी कहते हैं हाँ कर लेंगे, और फिर जो होता है
But
वही
has
होता
there
है.
ever been like a situation which has gone way out of hand when you were like trying to do something experimental at a particular shoot, or चीजें rather than you achieving the result, it has gone way out of hand?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we've been in makeup and hair for hours, for
Yeah.
instance, and like we're unable to recreate what they
Yeah,
want us
yeah,
to, and like it just goes